Hi, welcome to the stream. Hi, Arson. Hi, Dex. How are you guys doing? I'm setting some stuff up. I am going to make some tier list about some Kirby things. I'm looking right now at what things I could possibly tier list. But yeah, that's just the main gist of this one. Oh, thank you, Arson. I appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely night. I hope you sleep well. I'm gonna see you later on. Good night. Yeah, yeah, I speak English. I also speak Spanish because when I was a little kid, I got English as an special interest because I'm autistic like that. And I just learned how to speak English, and that's now my main gist. Voy a hacer Tierlist de distintas cosas de Kirby. Estoy pensando en hacer. Estoy pensando en hacer algunas de habilidades, jefes, mi cositas así. Saludos desde Chile, yo soy Chile. Yo soy Chile, yo soy de Chile. Pero sí, voy a estar principalmente hablando en inglés. Pero mira, si es que quieres hablar en español, yo lo acepto, yo te entiendo igual. Épico. Mira, te voy a mostrar el tiro. No estoy cachando porque ahora, mira, estoy seteando el stream. Yo había dicho de que lo iba a hacer, como esta hora. Pero llegué recién a mi casa. ¡Ah! No, sí, sí, o sea, no soy de allá, pero hablo inglés, sí. Pero me alegro igual de que haya una confusión así, de que mi inglés sea lo suficientemente bueno. Mira, si ando medio en silencio es porque estoy viendo como algunas cositas, pero tú escribe nomás, yo te voy a estar leyendo. ¿Tú vienes del Discord o estás desde el canal? Eh, Ahí son mis alitas. Don't question it. A ver, teasers, announcements. ¿Qué estoy haciendo acá? Se supone que debería estar en Google. Sí, sí, eso mismo. De hecho, estaba pensando en hacer algunos videos en español. Mira, yo iba a hacer animaciones este verano, pero me esguincé la mano, entonces no pude hacer nada de eso. Ahora recién me estoy recuperando, pero sí voy a hacer animaciones y las voy a hacer con traducción en español. Mis videos también, no sé cómo salga eso. Ah, genial, ya me parece. Feliz de tenerte acá. A ver, estoy callando una cuestión, a ver. Eh, wow. Bueno, voy a empezar a hablar en inglés para no espantar a los que hablan inglés. Yeah. No, sí, es algo bueno. Porque, no sé, mi contenido principalmente lo empecé a hacer en inglés para tener... sí, tú dale. Para como poder tener a... ¿Cómo se llama? un poquito más de rango respecto a las cosas que hacía en ese entonces. Y me sirve, claro, para poder conectar con la audiencia, pero también, obviamente, es bueno igual no olvidar que uno habla español y que hay alguna audiencia que también le interesan las cosas que publico y todo eso que hablan español. Entonces, igual me sirve para conectar un poco mejor con el público. De 20. ¿Cómo se llama esta cosa? Oh, hi, Genesis Yam. How are you doing? How you doing? I like your sign. Oh, you're pivy. Oh, you're a little pivy. Oh, oh, I see. Well, don't worry. I can understand your little icon in there. How has your day been? Prairie dog, you biggie. I was just talking here with Dexerate, and they're new to the channel apparently. I'm really glad that it seems that it's getting a bit more reach. It's probably because of the hashtags. I never use hashtags. Y muchas gracias, Dax. Realmente lo aprecio mucho. Hay un Discord si te quieres unir. Ahí hacemos cositas de vez en cuando. Hey, I just ate a big burger today. It was awesome. It was sick and awesome. Just waiting a little bit for more people to join. I'm also looking at what tier lists to make because there are so many. Yeah, yeah. This the little peanut land. Taco sombrero, chimichanga, burrito, nacho taco, chimichanga. It's always silly to me, to new people, that whenever I tell them that I'm from Chile, they just go like, "Oh, Chile, yeah, like the chili pepper. Are you from like Chile? Are you Mexican?" And they don't know that Chile is a country. They just assume I'm speaking like Nacho Taco language. Ooh, hey, don't worry. We have a lot of art here. We have a little art channel where people can post their art. I was thinking of making little art contest. Nothing too serious, just a little silly thing. Yeah, it's crazy. I know. Also, hello, Angly. How are you doing? Wait, let me see what I can do. I think there's some things to do. How's the audio quality? Going to check that real quick because I feel like I should have checked that beforehand. But I just got home, so like Dax, eres un genio. Wait, Dax. Hey, everyone say congratulations to Dax for being such a creative individual. Hello, Pinaki. Crazy stream delay. Stream delay. Yeah, yeah, it does that. Yeah, it does that a lot. It's kind of a It's kind of hard, not really hard, but like confusing sometimes to keep conversations whilst I'm playing something because like I get a message responding to something from like a conversation from a bit ago, and I had already forgotten about the context of it. Uh, I'm pretty sure that I can make this transparent, but I'm not going to because it's going to be hilarious. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, ADHD, oh yeah. No entendí nada en inglés, pero por las dudas con mi abuela no, güey. ¿Qué dijiste de mi abuela? Yeah, don't worry. It's all good. Oh, give me a little second. Oh, hello. I am back. Ya me estaban haciendo un funeral. Ah, equipo bowl, batidor de mano, sartén, ingredientes, una taza de harina, una taza de leche, dos unihuevos con manteca o aceite neutro. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué creo que falta? ¿Qué hago con todo esto? ¿Lo tiro al horno o qué, güey? Ay, ya necesito. Oh, I had to go up and down stairs really fast. Uh, I'm gonna do this little thing first. How do I add this? Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Cool. So look, this is the type of content that you want to see, right? This is what you subscribe for. Ah, uh, uh, wait, no. Al tiro de los problemas de audio. ¿Qué tal ahí? Espero no haberles reventado el tímpano. No me lo escucho, así que ustedes me tendrán que decir. Now it's the time where I'm going to like see a bunch of screaming people because I made their ears bleed. Oh, yeah, I left it in the oven, sorry. Wait, I should make a Kirby game. That is a good idea. I haven't played every. I haven't played every Kirby game, but I could give it a shot. Kirby game tier list. It's probably going to be shorter than the ones that I already do have because there are some like tier lists that are insanely big. Like for example, I have a Kirby copy ability tier list right here. How many? Look, I'm going to put something on screen, and I need you to like fathom how much there is to rank. Can I just copy and paste this? No, I can't. That sucks. What if I do this? What if I do this and I make my little magic tricks with my fingertips? What do you think, Mr. Fingertips? Do you agree with me using my fingertips? This is insane, man. Uh, at least I play like the base ones. Look at this. This is really ridiculous. Holy moly. People only tend to do like the base copy abilities. I am doing everything. I am going to do every single combination, every single little instance with my fingertips. With my fingertips, Genesis, yeah. With my fingertips. Alright, let me see if I can put some music on. Because that would be awesome. The only thing, the only question that I have that I do not know is uh how am I going to make the music not play in the video? Put the tips away. No, I'm not doing that. No, sorry, I have to use them. Uh, there's like 3 tier lists that I have open right now, so I'm going to I'm just going to see what I'm going to use first, and let's see how that goes. Hamel. Okay, let me see what I can do. I'm not very good with technology here. I just play a lot of games. That doesn't mean I'm good with technology. Kirby music. That's that should work, right? Is there like a 10-hour video of that? Kirby music, 10 hours. I really, really hope this doesn't get copyright strike. That would suck. Um. Checking a little thing here. Give me a little second. Oh wait, I know what to do. So I'm going to add this and Opera. Wait. Oh, there we go. Yes, sí, tengo Discord. Tengo Discord. So I'm going to put this and I put this and and there we go. That should work, right? Can you like oh, wrong one. Sorry. Oh no, that's not working. Um okay. Yes. So like can you hear that? Can you hear that little music in the background? You should be able to. ¿Aproximado el stream? ¿Como cuánto dura? ¿O como solo...? ¿Captura de audio? Ok. Ah. There we go. So that's music. There you go. Crank the tunes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna crank the tunes. 30 horas. Espero que te parezca bien. No, sí va a ser como unas 2 horas, 3 máximo. Ampliador. ¿Mm? What's up with this? I'm really trying to figure out how this works. Yeah. Filtros, editar filtros. Okay, so if I... Ah, okay. There you go. Okay, okay. I'm figuring it out. There! Can you hear the music? Also tell me if it's too loud. Goku le gana. Cool. Okay, cool, awesome. I'm gonna see what I can do here. So this is silly. I know that this is too big. Let me just eh. Eh. That's good. I really like the that you can see pink borders. That's actually nice. That's cute. Trying my best to make it a good scale. And I'm gonna put this down here. And here. And here. There you go. So I can just delete this. I can make this real small for you fish lovers that don't want the fish go away. I want to see a way if I can like cut this. Proyector. Filtros. Ocultar método. Filtro de escala. Transformar. Ah, there you go. Look at me being a professional streamer. There you go. So, te paso el Discord al tiro. Te doy un cachito. Centrar en pantalla. There you go. Oh no, yeah, of course. I know that's important to have the fish present in the stream. That some people really desperately need the fish. Just gonna do a little bit of this. Gonna do a little bit of that. And I do this. And I'm gonna make the chat be all cozy around here. Yeah, do you like your corner? I hope you like your corner. Okay, first of all, I'm going to send the Discord invite that Dax has been waiting for all this time. So I'm just gonna copy this. And oh, where can I drop it off? You're gonna see me looking at the stream whilst I'm looking at the stream in another window. Wait, I'm going to wait for that to happen because it's gonna be so funny. Actually, it's gonna be hilarious. There you go. Yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ah, Daxai te mandó la invitación. Ahora estoy. I'm just making a tunnel here. Is it gonna happen? Yeah! Okay, that's enough tunnel. So, guys, who is here? Can everyone that's here just type a little thing on the chat? Because I know this is my tier list, but I kind of want your opinions. I'm not going to do only gameplay. I'm gonna do a bit of everything. I'm gonna do aesthetics, looks, designs, everything, just a bit of everything. That's the things that we want to see. So, which one should we begin with? How do I make a poll in this one? Can I? Is this a thing that I can do? Let me see. Yeah, look at me being so much of a streamer. There you go. So I should have set up a poll that you can choose between which option you would like to see first. Let's see how that goes. That's so fun. This is so fun. We are slowly getting more professional with our streams. This is what we like. And 3 hours? I'm gonna prairie dog. And yeah. So, let's see what's winning. Oh, you went bosses! Estamos viendo cuáles... ¿cómo se llama? ¿Cuáles opciones de Tierlist vamos a empezar a hacer primero? Tenemos jefes, habilidades, juegos. Alright, I suppose we can start with bosses. Cool, okay. So I'm going to start with that first. Let me see. I kind of want a bit more of it. There we go. So, we got final bosses here. This one is going to be a bit hard because I know that there are some bosses I have not played. For example, I haven't played this game, nor this one, nor this one. The rest I have played. So first, I'm going to put them up in... I think we should rank them on design and playability, right? Like how fun they are and everything. So we're going to make this as perfect. Then we're going to make fun, good, boring, disappointing, lame. There we go. I think that's a good base to make it, because we're talking mainly about the end to a game, so it's going to be much more important in that sense. So I'm going to make them in order as far as I can remember, at least. And first, we have King Dedede. What are your thoughts on King Dedede, like the first apparition? Because I feel, at least, that it's a pretty decent boss. I think it's very fun. I think that, okay, so the song is banging. It's like, the first game is a huge pillar on how the Kirby games go and flow. And since we don't have any copy abilities in this game, it makes the battle harder. It makes the interactions more, like, how would I say it? More heroic, because like King Dedede is a bit of a cheater in that game. He does all these fancy things that Kirby can't do, so landing hits is satisfying as hell. I think it's a pretty overall good boss. Once again, the theme is banging, and it gets some points of being the first final boss of the whole series. So I think I'm just gonna put it on fun tier, because like it's not perfect, but it is fun. It is a fun final boss. It's pretty good. I wouldn't put it in perfect either. So I'm gonna... let me put this little big guy here. What else do we have? Okay, so we have Nightmare. This was already when Kirby games had copy abilities made for them. Dude, I really like the fake out from King Dedede's final boss battle. As if it were the final one, but it really isn't. Only to the plot twist also of Kindy being a hero, actually. Oh yeah, I got a message. So like I got sidetracked. Capabilities, yes. Plot twist, everything. Yes, very good, very fun. I really like the first sector of where you're like using the star rod. And wait, maybe I can do a little something here. Wait. I have a little idea. A little idea that's going to be fun. Oh no. There we go. Trying to figure out how this works again. So I go here. And all Kirby final bosses. I should have done this from the beginning. Probably. I'm gonna mute this though. Blam! There we go. So, this scene here in particular, I think is really good. Like the little fake out that you get after beating them for the first time. Like the entire Star Rod sector, it just feels so different. I'm not sure if there was anything like this back in the entirety of Kirby's Adventure. I'm pretty sure that this is like the first gameplay change for a scene and everything. I think it's very fun. It's pretty difficult too. They did not lay back on difficulty at all. I remember when I was playing it, I actually played the remake first, Nightmare on Dreamland. Man, they were pulling punches. And after that, we have like a really neat first phase. And then after that, we get the final fight. That's gonna be a warning for the video. But yeah, I think it's pretty fun. The attacks can be a bit basic on the final phase though, I have to say that. But then again, this was the first like ability-based final boss. They had to find a way to make it interesting. So they reduced the way you can like actually hit the boss. So it's pretty limited. I think it's fun. Just the final fight kind of gets a bit boring after a bit, but it holds up really good. It's a really good moment, I would argue, in general. So for me, this is going and fun too. No me jugué todos los Kirby, jugué muchos, pero no todos. Hay algunos que no jugué, sobre todo hay algunos que están por acá que en verdad nunca los he jugado. Más que nada porque son como minijuegos o cositas más de nicho. But anyway, which one came after that? I don't remember. Because I know that we have this. Yeah, let's just go with this one. Okay, so Dark Matter. You know, this is one of the games that I have not played. I have not played Kirby's Dream Land 2. I don't really know how the fight really goes. It seems like it's fun, but I've heard some bad criticizing regarding it. I think it's got a cool design. I think it's got a good premise. It's just not as good as another boss that we're going to see in the future. But then again, it's not boring, nor disappointing, nor lame. It's also got a fake out. We're going to see that after a while. ¿Cuál de hielo? Ah, sí, esa cuestión sí, también me da rabia. Um, I would, just because I have not played this one, I'm not going to rank it any higher or lower. I was gonna put it in good. If anyone has any experience with Kirby's Dream Land 2, then I would appreciate a little message, because I really don't know how that boss goes. But what I have played is Kirby's Dream Land 3, and then if I'm not wrong, there should be this right here, yes. So, I think the boss battle was really sick. It's one of the most memorable boss battles in video game history regarding the... Let me see where I can find it. There we go. This one. So this is the known boss that loses its eye thing and deal. We have the first Dark Matter battle here. I remember that was not really too hard. It's kind of got a predictable movement to it. It's very similar to Kirby's Adventure in a way, but it still manages to stand out more in a visual point rather than a gameplay point. I don't know if I'm going to get beat to death with this opinion, but I would say that maybe Kirby's Adventure boss is just a bit more interesting in the theme of like airborne battles, because it's got a bit more of an erratic attitude towards it. It's not as predictable. If I recall correctly, the second phase is not too crazy. Let's see. This one I have not played in a long while, by the way. I really don't remember exactly how it used to go. I wished, like, if I have a little nitpick regards to this boss, is that maybe the hitbox was like more towards the eye rather than just the whole boss. So we got three attacks. Let's see if it varies a little bit, because I don't remember if it had attacked two different from one another. Oh yeah, there we go. But then again, the setting and the aesthetics and like the context of the battle is also really important in the tier list in general. How would you... Yeah, sí, le salió sangre. No, si este es de los jefes que más se conocen por el tema de que le sale sangre y todo lo demás. But yeah, I would say that it's fun. Like, it's not boring. It just feels like it could have more, and it does not. So I'm like going to put it right next to its son and put it here in good. Actually, wait. Actually, I have a little doubt. I think Dark Matter Night was a bit boring, wasn't it? No, it's not too hard. Oh yeah, this is boring. This is really boring. It's easily cheesable to begin with. I know it's got the second phase and whatever, but it's like the same as the third one. Of course, the third one came afterwards, but like, at least the third one expanded a bit more on it. I'm remembering now that this version of Dark Matter only had like the 2-3 attacks and slower movement, which really sucks. No, yeah, I'm going to put this one in boring. I've always loved the... Yeah! No, sí, yo también. I would... I'm thinking. This just seems disappointing to me. I'm just gonna put in disappointing. That really sucks. I thought it was gonna be cooler. It's got a cool design though. No one argues with that. Then we have Marks. But we have like the first iteration of Marks, which was in the original Kirby Superstar. This one I think is really, really sick. The only thing, for me, I don't know what the general thoughts on him are, but he's always felt a bit too easy to me. In a way, like I feel like it could be harder. Al quinto infierno es imposible. Because like, yeah, you got the bind attack, you got the beam attack, the bomb that he shoots made of ice, and the little black hole thing. Like, it's got a really lot of interesting concepts. It just could really be harder, especially talking about like the health that he has. Especially when you're like in a arena context, when you have like the hammer ability, you can just kill him in just like a couple of hits. Like, I know that hammer is a bit of a overpowered ability, but you know, like I feel like modern bosses manage to deal with that much better, because they made like the bosses tankier, or maybe they nerfed hammer. I don't know which one of them is it. But like, yeah, it's a pretty good boss. It's a pretty good finale. It just feels like it could always have more health, a bit more rhythm to it. He's really memorable though. That has no argument in the slightest, I would feel. It is a really, really good boss. So for that, I think I'm just going to put him in fun. Because he isn't perfect, but he's really fun. I feel like there are some bosses that really definitely fit the perfect tier. I'm not just going to be giving them away. He really deserves to be in the top of fun tier though. Let me see what else comes next, because I'm always a bit confused on the order of the releases of these games. So we have Dark Matter and, oh yeah, this one, 02. This is by far my favorite boss of the entire series, mainly based on aesthetics. But I know that it's really boring. I know that it's not a good boss to fight with, but it's just the music, the design. It's just like everything else that goes along with it that just makes it sick as hell. Because like, I know this is like a modern Kirby game, but like, just listen to this. It has a kick-ass team. It has a really, really good song. I think it's very fun boss. I think it has a very good potential, like fun in the looks way. It's just like, look at the attacks. They're just like a couple of beams. It's pretty easy to attack back. Mano, en serio, veo a Marx y me recuerda a esto. ¿Qué cosa? Like, yeah, no, I really, really wish this boss was harder, and that it had like bigger attacks, more show to it. Look, I even wished that this boss was not a flying boss. No, I mean like, he has wings, but like, that Kirby could be grounded and have just like to jump around and everything, because in the game you have zero like interaction with the sky. You'd never have this kind of gameplay, and I feel like if you were grounded you could make it harder, challenging, more it could just be more interesting. I think he's really disappointing I think the design is really good. I think the song is really good. It's just, I don't know, it's just boring. I wouldn't call it disappointing because the song and I can't stress this enough. The whole setting regarding this boss is not disappointing in the slightest. The battle is boring. I think that's like the whole gist and the whole problem that he has. Mano, qué cagazo de miedo para un niño con un 64. Sí, no, si esta cuestión de verdad. A mí me encanta este jefe, pero pucha, qué fome. ¡Es fome, mano! ¡Es fome! It's really boring. Let me see what else I can see here. What came right after this? We have Nightmare again. Ooh, this one. Let me just change the music here really quick. Yeah. 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 So, the final boss of Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Okay, so first, I think there's Dark Meta Knight in this tier list? Oh no, that's from Triple Deluxe. Okay, I thought it was from like from Amazing Mirror. Okay, so first of all, this phase I'm not really a big fan of. I know it has to do with like the whole mirror theme. We fight this dude like 5-6 times. It gets a bit boring after that because, like, you know, you've already fight with this guy enough times. You don't know when you're actually going to fight the real deal until this part comes and you actually get to fight the real eye, like the real actual boss. I think it's really good. I think it works in a single player and multiplayer status. It's really, like, it can be very good to interact with this boss when you're playing with multiple, not necessarily people, but bots. Like, you can kill the other Kirbys and fight with it. It's a really good ending. It's got a banging theme song. Oh, but this guy is decimating him. Holy shit. No, yeah, I think this one is really good. I think this does an excellent job. But then again, is it perfect? Because it suffers. I feel like it suffers again with the entire deal of maybe having too little health. Una bronca, pero bronca, hermano. Yes! Like, it could have more health, especially when you take into consideration, you're probably, if you're playing this for the first time, you are not fighting this boss alone, most likely. You're probably going to have the bots by your side, and it's just gonna be way easier. It just goes in and out like that. And this stage, I'm not really a particular fan of. I feel like it misses, again, like the same thing that I said with 02, is that, like, you could just have made a second phase for the normal style battle, rather than making a whole another segment of Kirby being airborne. Look at this. This is like really not that cool, is it? It's very easy. This could be perfect if it had two phases in the same style, rather than just like, yeah. No, sí, el tipo está loco. But yeah, I kind of have to, as much as I don't like to, I have to put this guy in good. Just good. It's not bad. It's not boring. It's not as boring as 02 is. It's not disappointing like Dark Matter Knight is. It just exists. It's just like a boss battle that I wished was a bit cooler than it actually is. What else can... Oh yeah, Drossia. You know, I've never played this one. I've never played this game in my life. Maybe because I didn't really have a DS when I was a little and I didn't know how to actually modify the 3DS that I did get afterwards. I'm going to watch a bit. I know that people... I know this is one of 2 bosses or something like that. This game doesn't have a lot of bosses. I know that the soul form, like the second phase, is like really well talked about. Also, let's consider the fact that the gameplay is like changed a lot. Sorry if I'm quiet, I'm just like, I've never really played this one, so I'm paying a bit of attention. Oh yeah, oh no, yeah, this fight looks cool as hell. It's good music, good sounds. I could probably play sounds. Should I? No, I'm not gonna put sounds because like I'm gonna have to edit the video afterwards. It's gonna be a bit of annoying when just reviewers are watching it. But like it's got a fun gameplay for what the game is actually based on. The visuals are really fun. The theme is banging. It's got two faces, which I appreciate. I really appreciate when boss battles, especially final boss battles, adds faces. Not too many, but just enough to make the fight kick a bit more. So this is the first phase. This one is really long, isn't it? Oh yeah, here we go. This is the second phase. I know this one is like really hard for what I heard. Then again, you have to like be tapping on screen and everything. Yeah, I think this one deserves a bit of a higher spot. I would argue that it's a... I don't know if this is a popular opinion, I'm gonna put it in perfect. I think that it's a perfect boss for what the game is made about. Like the main core mechanics of the game, the aesthetics are really sick. Yeah, I think it's a good boss. I think it rocks. I think it's really good. Let me see. Ah. Ah. Yes, I know this one. This one sucks. Let me, I can't stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. This boss! This is the worst final boss in every, like, in the whole history of Kirby games. Everyone knows this as a fact. So, I know I have viewers that haven't played Kirby, so let me just give you a bit of context. So, do you hear that song? I think it's not... Is it fitting for a final boss? Because, like, yeah, it has some orchestra to it, but, like, it loops here. That's it. It's just, like, less than, like, I don't know, like, 20 seconds, 30 seconds of final boss song? The gist of this boss is to, like, okay, so you got to Rod, and you fight this monstrosity that's been locked up for years by DDD and Meta Knight, but, like, were Meta Knight and King Dedede afraid of this thing? Like, it really is not... It's not fun. It's not cool. The attacks are basic. Oh no, yeah, it's got more music to it, it's like... But it's still not good. Yeah. I don't know. There's just nothing that can be salvaged out of this boss. The design is also boring. Like, I know that we have a lot of eyeball designs in Kirby games, like, oh yeah, it'll make a star with an eyeball in the middle of it. It's like kind of boring, isn't it? It's really poorly executed. I wish this could have way more potential, especially with what it's trying to do. I think it's like main thing is to use elemental based powers, but like really uses them. I don't know, it's just like everything's really bad about this one. So for that, I'm going to put this in the lame tier. I'm not sure if there's going to be any other lame bosses in this tier list, but if this was the only one, it's really fitting. It's really fitting that this is the only one that goes to the lame tier. Let's see here. Oh yes, okay. Yeah, he does look silly, doesn't he? And it does look like Windows 7 wallpaper background. So, we already had Marks, but now we get... Wait! Oh man, he isn't here! Wait, let me fix this real quick. So this is when soul bosses were introduced. This is like when you're fighting the arena hard mode and you've actually got like a harder version of the final boss. This is the first time that they ever did it. The soul concept was just with Drossia, but this is like the first time they used like the, oh yeah, final boss returning back again to fight Kirby. I really love the aesthetic that this game and this battle in general has. I think the controls of the game are much better also. They control better, they're way more easy to use. The fight is definitely hard. Once again, I had to complain a bit regarding the boss health because you know, same issue as normal Marks. You can use hammer and you can demolish him in like a couple of seconds. But like, I really appreciate that this dude is playing against him without any abilities. The attacks are pretty hard. The paint thing that Marks has going on for him later on, I think it's also very creative. I think it's applied very well. The sound design is crazy to me. I really love the noises that Marks makes in this state. The attack patterns are not too easy to dodge. They're manageable, but it's just like eye candy. Like, you feel like the power that this dude has. You feel like you're actually in the final deal of the whole game, especially with how hard other bosses are. This is a really good boss. This is one of my favorites. I really wished that he had more health, but then again, it's another issue that early Kirby bosses have. Still gonna put it on the fun tier, around here. And yeah. Now let me see here. This one I like, but I haven't played it in a long time. Like, we're talking since I was a kid. Long. Oh yeah. Gen Yarn. So this is from Kirby's Epic Yarn. This, of course, is one of the most unique Kirby bosses, and Kirby games in general. You don't take damage at all. Like, you just kind of do your thing. You lose money, which I remember it was important in the game. This is a bit of a boss rush. I remember it's like the bosses back to back, but they're like weaker, I think. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. Let's see. Like, yeah, he hits him once. Man, I'm really nostalgic for this game. I should play it again. Oh no, yeah, you get one hit in and he's dead. Okay. I feel like, of the games I've played, at least, one of the few games that... Yeah, this one's really fun. I just think, like, the whole boss rush ordeal is... I don't know, I think it could be managed better. I feel like Pizza Tower is a great example on how to do a boss rush in the middle of a final boss. Otherwise, I would rather have a separate level beforehand, because like, look at, yeah, the game's not too hard. I'm not talking about it being harder, because I know that the general audience that was made for this game is not really adult try-hard Kirby fans. Just like kids that want to see Kirby and play Kirby and not suffer and scream in agony when they see that the final boss is a eldritch creature from the deepest places of the void and suffer eternally with deep trauma and how awful they look and sound and how hard they are for a kid's game, and to be afraid of eyeballs forever, and to stare at the eyes of pain and suffering forever, eternally. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, remember that this one had a second phase. The first phase can... it's a bit disappointing. There's no savaging that. Really? I just wish it had more interaction. I just wish it expanded upon all the modes that Kirby goes throughout all the game, and that you could have like a more like expanded dynamic with Kirby's transformations and the yarn gameplay thing. This part is really cool, but once again, it's just like you spam a button and wait for it to finish. You just have to shoot forever. Like, I don't know, you could like have giant walls that appear and that you have to shoot at a specific point so it gets destroyed, and some more enemies that go around, like, I don't know, those silly cat things that get angry when you attack them. You can maybe have more attacks, like this one is only using rockets. I don't know, it could benefit from having more or having different attacks. I really wish it did. It's such a fun game. It's such a lovely, fun, unique game, and it has one of the like most missed opportunity bosses on the entire final boss roster. I don't know, I feel like there's a whole mod that could be done with this guy. So I'm sadly going to have to put him in boring. No, not even, sorry, I'm gonna have to put him in disappointing. Because the battle is boring, and it is also disappointing. It's not as lame as this critter right here, but yeah, it could always just be better. Ooh, this is one that I haven't played. I mean, I am playing it, but I have never reached the final boss. I don't know how the final boss plays. I've only seen gameplay, and then again, I kind of forgot. So, Kirby Mass Attack. This is also another unique boss and another unique game. This one is my favorite Kirby game. I think it's really underrated. It's got really good music. It's really good. It's got really fun bosses. It's all about the dynamics with the DS consoles. But like, yeah, we're just starting the battle, and I can already see why some people don't like this final boss. I know that there are some bosses that are more dynamic, even though they're easier, that you have like more things to do. Because like, for what I'm looking at, they're just like kind of pushing Kirby's around, trying not to get hit. And you could argue, hey, isn't that how the game goes? Yes, but you can, once again, the same way I talked about Epic Yarn, there's more ways to expand upon a game dynamic, upon a boss fight. That's just, I don't know, it's just a missed opportunity. I like the final boss theme. It's really silly. It doesn't take itself too seriously, which I like, because this is by far one of the least serious Kirby games. But I don't know, it doesn't feel satisfying to land hits on this guy, does it? you're just kind of like doing your own thing, and he's doing kind of his own thing. It's like, that is just a bit boring. Disappointing. Like, I'm looking at this. I haven't finished the game yet, and I can't say that I'm not really excited to fight against this. This looks boring. Yeah. Is there anything else to this guy? I think that's it. Yeah, so for having another missed opportunity, for the dynamics, for not having interesting attack patterns, goes in disappointing again. Or I'm sorry, but it has to go to lame. It's just like, God, every bad quality that I talked about, this one right here. I don't know. That sucks. Like, I really love this game. Wait. So for this one, I want to use I'm really excited. I love this final boss. I love this game. This is one of my favorite Kirby games in the entire history. If not the. Probably said that about Mass Attack. I lied. This is my favorite one. Oh, wait, I forgot one. Yeah, no, wait, let me search for that real quick. I don't know how I forgot about that one. It's one of the coolest badass bosses in Kirby games ever. Let me see a rather long video to like truly appreciate Kirby Superstar. Oh, I know it sucks playing. I know it sucks ugly, but like it really has some missed potential. Imagine how cool it would be to have the controls that you have in that game and to have like a more dynamic boss. That would be sick. That would be really sick. That would be really sick. So Galactonite. Okay, this is my favorite character. I really love all the battles that he features in. First of all, you play as Meta Knight first before when you confront this boss for the first time. It's got a really good contrast, like on the whole, first the background, the attacks, the aesthetics of the boss, the music. Of course, here this guy is not using any capabilities, but like, there's like a lot of dance movements regarding on sword to sword attacks. It's really sick. Let me see. I think this one uses Meta Knight. Yeah! This one is really good. I really love the annual aesthetic compared to Meta Knight's more like vampiresque aesthetic. Yeah, it's really hard. It doesn't really seem like it, but considering how it goes, like the game controls, it really is pretty hard. It's very unpredictable too. I would say like the Kirby Return to Dreamland version is way more easy to understand what attacks Galactonite is going to do, which is a good thing, but also I really like the chaotic energy that this version of him really has. This is the OG, and I can only put him. He's not perfect, I would say, but it is really good. It is really good. Where are you? Here you are. So this goes in fun, I would say. In my personal opinion, it's more fun than Merc's Soul. But yeah. Let me see. Maclor Lost Team. Okay, so this one is my favorite boss battle of all. We covered my favorite character, but I just can't ever just not think about how awesome This boss is. So first of all, this has to be the biggest like plot twist in any Kirby game ever. Like this guy single-handedly made you and the community doubt the intentions of every little cutesy character that you see that's trying to help Kirby. Like, I've seen so many people see a new character and go, oh, this one is an evil guy, just because Magler left the entire community traumatized. The attack patterns are fun, the theme is banging. I feel like this specific song for him is really underrated. The design, the arena, the color contrast, the interactions that he has with the player. He also doesn't teleport as much as maybe Marks did. He does teleport a lot, doesn't he, though? Yeah, he does. But like, it's like just enough so like you can enjoy his attacks, and so you can attack him back. And it can get pretty hard if you don't really know what you're doing. Which, I guess that applies to almost every boss, like in every video game history. But like, yeah, Kirby's going to fucking die! But like, this one is specifically crazy as hell. Because like the other bosses are more forgiving when you don't know when you don't understand what you're doing. This one is like, it just goes crazy. And we're talking the normal version, because this guy has an EX version, which is like a harder boss battle for the hard mode, and there's like, I don't know, I really like this one. I feel like it's a good ending to any Kirby game. This really set a high mark on how Kirby final bosses should be. It's really cool. And also, I'm not going to forget, of course, at the end, when he's like about to die, or when you're like actually are like at one hit of killing him, he gets his shield, and you have to use the super power abilities that you see throughout the game to break the shield and actually slowly get closer and closer to actually attacking him and killing him. And it's just like every single element, not every single, but like there's a lot of elements that are applied here that are from the main base game that are just like implemented so well. The sound design for this guy is so really cool. I really like the way he sounds. The design is sick as well. I really love that design. And the coolest part of all is it's like, it's got its own little cinematic. This part is so iconic that it made like its way to Smash Ultimate in a way. Because if you see Kirby's Final Smash, it's got the same color palette, like this one. It's got the same background, the giant big ass sword. Oh, it's really awesome. I really love this boss. And the silliest thing of all, everything that I just said, like every little detail, everything about the design, the music, everything, this is just the first phase. There are 2 phases to this guy. Brother, they're really good! So, you get the second phase. This is the first instance of a soul boss not appearing specifically or necessarily in the harder difficulty. You get this one right after you're fighting Magler. Dude, this one is really good because first, Magler removes any and every combi ability that you had. So if like you're trying to cheese the battle with Hammer, you can't. You cannot do it. This part gets harder. Then again, this is like the base difficulty, but then you get to play the harder difficulty and the attacks get crazier. And of course you can do a bit more damage if you're playing as any other character than Kirby. Like, dude, the design, the music is raw as hell. You see the little dark matter eyeball in Magler's mouth, which kind of just like adds so many plot points. I know that we're not ranking plot here, but like, still, it's just like a cool detail that even non-Kirby fans are going to appreciate, and those who are Kirby fans really are going to love to see. I feel like the first half of this battle is maybe not too interesting. It does introduce this new crazy attack, for example this one specifically. This one's really crazy to dodge and harder difficulties. You got the whole spikes deal, the giant fucking lasers. Yeah, those are the spikes. And this is like the first half only, because like after that, when you deal enough damage, he gets angrier and he gets, of course, crazier like every boss battle. And he uses the same fucking super cop abilities against you. As like, you feel a bit hopeless here. Like, especially the first time you fight him, it's like really crazy to see how this enemy is pulling the like strongest moves in the game against you. It's really good. It's really good. And the best part of all is that, yeah, this is where it ends. This is like the end of the game. And that would be for normal Kirby Return to Dreamland, but then Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe final boss. So in the remake you get another part. So when you're playing the Coliseum in the hardest difficulty possible, you get a stronger, crazier version. Let me see if I can find this, because it's really crazy. This is the song that I love. This one is really crazy. So this has to be by far the hardest Kirby boss I've ever fought against. It's really unforgiving. It like beats the shit out of you. You can look at that, he's using hammer and he's barely hitting anything. So this is the first attack of the boss battle. And the music is banging, the arena, the setting, everything is crazy. This feels like a really immersive ending to the game. So you got those crazy attacks in there, the teleports. And you would argue, yes, this is just normal Magular Soul, right? This is from like the base Kirby game. But then like, when you actually do kill him, you get a secret face that was not featured in the original game, which is even crazier. It's got the eye right there, and it introduces new mega abilities that are not used by Kirby, which are Sand, the robot ability. Brother. It gets really crazy here. You can barely land any hits, and it's really satisfying when you do. These new attacks are really crazy. I remember I was playing this with my brother, because we played the original when I was a little kid, and when we played this again, we could barely beat it. We were using Leaf because we needed to hide against this boss, because it really is that crazy. Dude, this is really sick. I really love this guy. It's just like, and it's not even like, there's a boss afterwards that we're going to rank that I feel like is maybe too much screen clutter, and maybe it's too hard for the purpose of only just being hard. This one is really actually manageable. You can understand where you have to go to not get hit. You can understand what attacks he is going to do, where they're going to land. So if you get hit and you miss an attack, for example, it's more of a skill issue than it is screen spam. I feel like this boss is really fair and really hard, and that's what makes it perfect for me. And look, for example, the whole time I've been yapping about this version of the boss, there's not been a single repeated attack. And maybe there are like a couple repeated attacks, but they're mixed with others, so it makes it different. For example, you have Sword and Ice at the same attack. It really is that crazy. Brother, the glazing is hard as hell, because holy damn, this boss is good. So I think this is pretty predictable. I think you all will understand that I'm going to put every single version of this boss in perfect. Brother, it is really, really good. So enough Magler yapping. I am done glazing this boss for today. Let's go to the next one, shall we? So, let me see. Which one was next? I really lost track of what we were doing before we got to Maglor. Okay, Sectonia. This one is really good too. This one is really awesome too. This is really cool. Let me see. Sectonia boss team. Let me see. Why is there? I can't say that word. Why is Red Mist there? Triple Deluxe Final Boss Team? Question mark? I just get a bit too excited because that boss is really, really cool. I love that boss. But I know it's gonna make me die. So yeah, it's just Sectonia here, right? Yeah. Oh no. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. So, Sectonia. Dude, this battle is crazy too. Like, everything cool that I said about Maglor, I think is mainly applied to the, how can I say this? Like, the remake version. Like, the original is really cool, but definitely the remake improved it by a lot. This one is like the first Kirby boss to do all that crazy nonsense in a really spectacular way. First you have like this really menacing boss battle against like the normal form in Sectonia. The attacks are not too crazy, but considering like that it's a really pretty small handheld console, you're bound to make mistakes, you're bound to be focused in tinier things, and you might get confused, so the attacks can be a bit hard to dodge. If I remember correctly, these attacks homed onto you. The aesthetic is really nice. This has to be one of the best boss stages that we've had so far, especially because of the big flower there, the crystals, the tower. This is after fighting with Masked Deity, by the way, so that like also adds points to like just how crazy this goes. I remember fighting this boss with the beetle ability. It's really cool to just like go hand-on-hand combat. I once again appreciate that these guys are fighting without copy abilities to see more of the attacks, but the experience of actually trying to land hits on her with like, I don't know, say sword, beetle, or hammer, it's actually really crazy. It's really fun, really interesting. It takes some good skill. The changing of layers is really good too. Like, this part is crazy too. This was one of the hardest parts for me when I fight it, Sectonia, for the first time. And you could, of course, she has too little health. You could just argue that this is a good finish to the game. The game is really good. You've got really fun bosses, and I would not complain if simply this was the final boss. It's got a really good dynamic, it's got a really good theme behind her. It's really fun. It's really, really good. But of course, this wouldn't be a Kirby game without crazy ass phases. And of course, we got our second phase of the battle. Which is when she actually becomes a huge flower-like creature. This one is really good. It's got like, first you got like a really good build-up. So King Dedede helps you to like make your way towards Sectonia first of all. Of course, this part is not too hard, but it gives a great build-up of whatever you've been doing towards the entire game. this feels like an actual, okay, that was just the that was just the training, that was just the heads up. You're going to actually go to the final boss now. That was not the final boss. And of course you're making your way and you can finally fight her. And first, these battles are really sick. I love that they found a way to give you interactable enemies that are separate from Sectonia, but also damage her because of course she's a giant flower. But it gives more space to interaction with her directly. I feel like some games that make bosses are just static to be a bit boring because they don't do stuff like this. This is really good. Of course, the dynamic is really fun. The team is banging. You can hear it in the background. But this is not the highlight in the slightest. So yeah, you've got the attacks and everything, but first of all, I have to talk about the camera dynamics. I cannot be a nerd without talking about the cinematics. It makes everything feel a bit more complete. It feels everything feel a bit more menacing. This kind of attacks in specific are actually really cool, really interactive. It really uses the 3D in the 3DS in a really good way. It really goes crazy, dude. This part is too. Like, this game really focuses on being a 3D game, which I know a lot of 3DS games did, but this one like does it in a solid way. It's not like, it's not too much of an eye. It doesn't burn your eyes the way other 3DS games do, and they don't force you to do too many crazy mechanics. It's just camera panning, dynamic movement, and cinematic things. And of course, yeah, we got the point where you beat Sectonia, but not really. And you've got also the... Yeah, how was she called? Or he, I always forget, but this little character, the Spire, actually goes on your side, helps you out with Kindididi, and they free you, and you get the Gain's superpower ability. This is really crazy as a battle because, like, you're really stripped down to only one ability, and you have to use it not too wisely, but it's like, it feels really good, especially with the music that goes in the background. This is not the music that plays when you're in this phase, by the way. I'm just a bit too focused talking about it. I really love this part, especially on the background, with the color palettes, the attacks that you have to deal with, the way that she feels like she's desperately just throwing more and more enemies towards you in an attempt to save herself. And of course, I cannot talk about this boss without the ending. This is really, really silly in such a cool way. This captures the Kirby feeling perfectly. Like, in every sense possible. He fucking eats the... he fucking eats the UI! And of course, yeah, Hitchens the laser back, kills Actonia. It's really sick. It's really, really good. Oh! Camera of Justice! I'm gonna have to pause that because Toy Fox is a bit too demanding with the copyright. Not Toy Fox, but I remember I did the World Revolving cover, and yeah, I kind of got copyright struck, but not really. This whole version of Sectonia is of course a whole lot different, but it's got like the same base. So like, yeah, this goes in perfect as well. Am I missing something from here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I am. Oh yeah, killing. Kirby loves killing. He loves killing and committing murder and crimes. Kirby, triple the likes. Dark Meta Knight. I have kind of mixed feelings with this battle, but it's just I don't know. It's just I love this guy, by the way. This really cool guy makes really cool covers and music. Um, So we got Dark Meta Knight from The Amazing Mirror. Uh, this is really cool. This is really fun to see come back. I did not expect him to come back when I played. It's still crazy to me that they chose to make him come back in this latest. Well, now we know, of course, that the whole mirror thing was talking about the Amazing Mirror. And, you know, the attacks are really cool. The attack patterns are revamped. The mix of sword and mirror that we see later on, the abilities. The new attacks are crazy too. It really makes him feel very different from normal Meta Knight. The only issue that I have with this guy is that it's on a King DDD game mode. I love King DDD. I really do. It's just like... it's always felt a bit off for me for it to be King DDD. Like... I feel like it would have been cool if the order was in reverse. Like if Dark Meta Knight was like the first boss I can encounter in the King Dedede game mode, and then after that you get like the final Dark King Dedede battle and make it harder and everything. Like hammer to hammer against hammer and sword. But the battle itself is really good. It's just the match between King Dedede and Dark Mirror Knight and Dark Mirror Knight being the final boss is gonna feel a bit odd to me, in a way. But then again, I am really happy that this boss is back. I'm really happy that they made him much more unique. And of course it feels like he has his own personality based on the animations, the attack, the color palettes, like much more aggressive than Meta Knight is. I really appreciate that. So this guy is going to the fun tier because I don't feel like it's perfect based on the clash of styles between King Dedede and Dark Meta Knight for him to be a final boss, but it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Dark Crafter. I'm not really going to count this one because like I'm just gonna count mainline Kirby games. This one is silly though. I love that you just fight. Just some bullshit. Just some bullshit. Just some bullshit. And this one, Dark Crafter, this one I really just don't know where to craft it, where to place it. This one I have not played at all in the slightest. I haven't even watched enough videos of this character to properly rank him. I know that it's one of like the best cinematic endings to a Kirby game. I just don't know. Like I believe that. I just don't know that. I don't. I've never played it. I wish I did, but I didn't. I could. Like I could just rank him like based on the video the same way that I did Dark Matter Night. But like this has a very different gameplay than most Kirby games. So I really don't really understand what is happening on screen when the battle is on. Like I don't really understand what like you're meant to be doing and what you're not meant to be doing. It's like I was gonna put it on I don't know tier because I don't know. Oh yeah, this is a really specific game. This came from for the Wii U. Um, this was like the only Kirby game on it, I think, because like all the other Kirby games in that era were for like the 3DS, not like the Wii U. So like this was the only one, and it's like the DS game, Kirby's Rainbow, right? I think. Yeah, it's cutesy. I've heard that it's a bit boring, but the animation and the designs are really good though. They're really cute. I really do love that. But yeah, I just don't know where to rank this. I've never played it. So we're just gonna put this here. Just gonna put never played. Just gonna put these in here. Actually, immediately because I have not played any of these. Uh, Good. Oh yeah, there you go. Piv tier. Oh yeah. Just gonna call it Piv. There you go. Wait, give me a second. I'll be right back. Hello. Hey. Hi. Hi. Hey. Hey. What do you think of that? Sassafras. Oh yeah, sassafras. You know what's sassafras? This is part of who I am. Hello. Hey. So, let's see. Let's see what else I have here. There's probably not too many left, right? No. Because these I have not played. Oh, I used them to sniff because I'm curious. Okay, so going back to oh wait, I'm stretching a bit. Dude, it's really hot here. It's like got out of my room and it's like melting outside. The sun is radioactive. It sucks. Feels like I could easily the way I can portray it is Mexican filter. It's like it's as hot as the Mexican filter photos look like. It's awful. It's really awful. How was this guy called again? Third ring name. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're with the final one of the main 3DS Kirby games. This has to be another one of the most cinematic bosses ever. Oh shit, that's loud. Wait, that's a bit too loud. So, this one is really different from the entirety of the game. You got like an airborne segment. I know that I've like gotten I've complained a bit about airbound sectors in some final bosses, but this one just makes it perfect in every single way. Like, first of all, it's entirely designed to be an airborne boss, which you could say, oh, but Kirby Planet Robot doesn't really have any of those. You would be right, but it just feels so unique. It feels so cool. The attacks are so varied. The song is banging. Uh, the gameplay is actually really fun. I don't remember exactly which buttons you had and what each one had to do, but I remember that it was like a nice combination. You could do a whole lot just like this. The only thing I would say, it's probably because I'm kind of I see blurry without my glasses. I don't have my glasses on. I should put my glasses. But without the 3D button, it can be hard to dodge some attacks. And I know that the 3D button in the 3DS made some people dizzy, so that can be a bit of a counterpoint. But it's really good. This boss also doesn't have just one. Doesn't have just two. But it has three faces. And every face is unique to one another. For example, yes, this is the first face, or is it the second one? I kind of got lost in the middle of my yapping. No, yes, this is the second one. So the second one gets Starring to be much more aggressive, and I mean you can just see it by that big gas laser, and the attacks are more erratic. Oh, this one is really cool too. I really like this part. Just with the meteorites and everything. It feels hard to just breeze by, and I think that's a really good thing when we're talking about final bosses. Speedrunners will probably hate me for this, but I don't like final bosses that can be easily cheesed or hurried. I feel like it's more important to have a final boss that feels good rather than one that feels quick. And this one also has the third phase, which is really awesome. So you get the Yam massive sphere on top of Planet Pop Store, and Stardream gets on top of it. And so we have not only one, not only two, not only three, we have 4 as phases for this final boss fight, which each feel... Well, I already said this, but they feel unique, but they also last enough. So like you can enjoy as much as you can of the first one, of the second one too. It doesn't take too long. It's not too quick either. I think it's like the perfect length for each one another. So this one, I don't remember exactly how this one went. How was this one? Oh yeah, you get like just some bullshit. You have the black holes. You have more strategic gameplay here. As you begin reaping bits out of Stardream, you actually have to dodge the things that you destroyed. So like it feels really immersive. It really plays alongside with the perspective of the camera as well. Once again, for example, the missiles, the big letter attack, like the holograms, the black holes with the lasers on them. This feels good. It feels also powerful to destroy bits of Stardream as you go on. It just really makes everything even better to fight against Stardream. And then in the fourth phase, you get a huge reveal to the lore in the game that, again, I'm not ranking these by lore, but just seeing the actual, like, how can I say this? I don't remember how to call them. Oh yeah, Supernova. Just seeing the Supernovas be back, this is like a rebuilt prototype, if I remember correctly from the lore. Just seeing that come back, and then it actually plays a huge part of the lore and future games. It's really cool. Like, this really just broke everything that we knew about the lore. The gameplay is really sick. The visuals are real crazy in a good way. Chicken, you can shoot a chicken. I forgot about that. That's silly. That's really silly. I like that. It's really silly. Let me see. What else was there? This. Oh yeah, this is the other song that plays. This is from like when you're already battling the spherical form of Stardream. Or if I remember correctly, it's from when you're fighting the Supernova. This was really good. It's a really good boss. And if I remember correctly, the harder version is actually not too different. Of course it's harder, but like, you know, it doesn't need to be unique compared to this version of the boss, because this one is already one of the most unique bosses we've encountered yet. The gameplay is crazy. So like, maybe making another boss that may be a bit more unique in their own way, maybe a bit too overwhelming, or considering that you have 4 phases and that you have to like battle every single other boss in the game in the arena. So to me, this is another boss that easily makes its way towards the perfect category. Once again, it applies to every phase and everything. It's really good. Really good boss overall. I really love it. What comes next? These are just games that are not mainline. Okay, so Kirby boy turning the theme. Yeah, so first we got like the first reincarnation of like destruction and death and murder in Kirby, that being Boy Terminate. That was really good timing, holy shit. First of all, that intro cinematic is really good. We have another gameplay change in here. So Kirby Star Allies was one of the easiest games in the series by far, which was actually a bit underwhelming, but this boss right here is really worth the entire gameplay. It's really fun, it's really dynamic, this one is like really unique because yeah, we've had airborne battles before, but not with such perspective, not with such 3D movement. There was no such thing as a 3D Kirby at the time. Of course there was a, I don't know, Kirby 64 and everything, but like, it was still a 2D platformer. You couldn't just go to the set axis as you can in this one. The arena and the stage is just fantastic, dude. Also, this one also counts on a bit of multiple phases. Actually, plenty multiple phases. Because you first have like the giant Boy Termina version. You got a range of various attacks. Of course, the harder version is just crazier. But yeah, so you like destroy its mask open. Yes. And then you get into the Boy Termina core. And then you come back to your 2D platformer dynamic. And there's like the shell, if I remember correctly. It's really cool to me that you get alternating gameplay styles between the one that we just saw and the normal one. You get to apply new knowledge and old knowledge back to back, which just makes it even more dynamic to be a final boss battle that you're going to have. This one, of course, can be cheesed a bit more, but I think that's the actual idea. This isn't the hardest phase of the boss battle, and I say that because this, of course, isn't the last one. If I remember correctly, yeah, there's the third phase where Boy Termina comes back, like he just regains his posture and grows wings and just turns into a big fucking bird. And the music is fitting perfectly. There you go. Yes. So you got the first phase, which was already crazy as fuck, and you got to deal with a faster moving Boy Termina, which is also moving on the y-axis, and the attacks are a bit like crazier. This little slow-mo thing allows you to like shoot Termina in its weak point. Oh yeah, you can also just not damage Termina by itself. You have to attack to its weak points that are shown right there. The attack variation is really good. I really love the attack variation. What else do we have here? This game I actually sold, but I did complete it fully before doing so. Oh yeah, this part! So you got another change in perspective. Of course you can't really jump, so it's just adds to the unique changing styles, changing perspectives, deal of the battle. It's really sick. It's really good. And of course this isn't the last phase, once again, which is crazy to me. I think this may be the one with the most phases, or maybe most iterations, but then you've got the Boy Termina soul. So let me just get the ambience right for this. So, yes. This is the final phase. Or kind of, yes, this is the final phase. So, the cool thing for me is that the final phase is actually in the 2D platform style. The music is really banging. The lore implications are crazy here again, which for like the third or fourth time we're not ranking these based on story, but like to see where Kirby originates from is a fucking boss of death and destruction, and you had to fight it. It's really crazy. And the attack patterns are really fun. They're pretty hard to dodge. This is on normal difficulty. So like, for it to be normal difficulty and for it to be really hard, I wouldn't say really hard, but to be hard enough. The health, I think, is very balanced. It's not as cheesable as other bosses, unless you have like a, I don't know, a team of only Maglors, but like you're not going to do that on the base story mode. But like this one is really good. This is like a really good dynamic final boss battle in general. All of the phases go back to back really good. They fit really well together, and in general, it's just the aesthetics, the music, the battle, the dynamics, the lore, the music, just all really good. There's a video essay that I'm going to show on the YouTube video that is just really good, that talks about this boss in general. It's so cool. This is the final part of the battle where you struggle and try to kill the final boss. It is really good. Despite the game being very flawed, the final boss easily gains a perfect score for being such an awesome ending to a Kirby game. It is really just that good. So we're going to put this little guy. Perfect. Or no, wait. Is it perfect? Yeah, it's perfect. So before we move on towards the variants of this boss, because there are a couple of those, we actually have to confront how are you called? Morphonite. So there's a little side mode that you actually have to play, which is where you play as the helpers. And the final boss changes there, so you get like a music. Ah! Ah! I'm kind of biting my own tongue here. Wait. There we go. Okay. So this one is Morphonite. I think this is. Oh wait, the video quality is crazy. Doesn't matter. So you get this fake out with it being Galactonite, but it's really not. He gets fucking murdered by a butterfly, and then the butterfly turns into not its own final boss. So this is really crazy. The song is really another like really unique thing. I don't think there's like a boss theme that's like Morphonite's in the sense. The only issue that I have with the battle is that it can easily be cheesed. Once again, just look at that combo of helpers. Like if you had Kindididi, Bonkers, Maglor, and I don't know, the three mage sisters in one team, you can just easily wipe this boss on the floor. In general, I don't think it makes for a very good final boss, but I don't think that it was ever intended to be like that, because of course this is a side mode, and in the arena this isn't the final boss, of course. So like, yeah, this is a good pre-final boss battle to encounter with. The songs actually change depending on which helper you're using to win this game mode, which is really good too. It's a really nice detail. I just wish it wasn't too easy. It suffers from the same issue as, let's say, Mars did. And also, I think it's just good. I think it's good. It's not perfect. It's fun, but it's not as fun as some of the things that we have here. Of course, you can say that this is, of course, way more fun than Kindididi from the first game, but like, come on, it's the first game. Like, in the first game, you're the first time you've encountered a Kindididi battle. So like, that's the ground we're standing on. It's different. But of course, we had to see the other variations of the final boss. This one has crazy amount of variations, and they're actually pretty different from one another. I don't know what was the deal with this game with having so many difficulties. It's really crazy to me. I don't know why that was a thing. But let me see. Let me see if I can find. Look, it's an hour 37 of bosses in a Kirby game. That's really crazy. So this is normal Termina. This is Essence of Chaos. I don't remember if there was like any much difference in the normal way Termina boss battle. Oh no, yes. No, yeah, there is. Okay. No, yes, there definitely is. Okay. Uh let's see. We'll play this again. So, I'm going to just quickly go through these variants of this boss. Oh no, wait, this is the wrong video. So this is the harder version? Yes, this is the harder version. I don't really remember. Okay, so first you have less health. That's a massive base to begin with, especially with a boss that has 4 phases to it, or 5 if you want to count the ending cinematic little battle that you have. As far as I can see, it doesn't seem to vary too much yet. There are some. Okay, so this attack is amplified by far, like the shockwave attack. You got extra projectiles. See some more things to it. Like, yeah, is it like really close to the base battles? Just crazier. You got this sort of attack right here. This one is really cool. I remember fighting and thinking this attack was really awesome. I think it really expands on the boss battle in general. The jump in difficulty is really extreme. Like, you can really notice the difficulty being greater in this version, which of course it is, but like, this has no issues whatsoever that I could talk about. Like it did with like the Max boss battles where it had too little health or anything. This is just like really balanced. Once again, you can probably cheese a bit of it with a team of only Maglers or 3 Mage Sisters. But like, no, they're really good, especially because of the difficulty, the projectiles, the enhanced amount of projectiles, how much damage they do, how much their speed is. It's just more challenging. I remember seeing that the final form, like this one, was harder in general. Or this one was like crazy as hell when it came out. This was the base hardest difficulty ever. I don't remember this one being crazy as hell. Which you can like already kind of see in here in general. Yeah, no, yeah, I think like this is the definite, like this definitive version of the battle. I would even dare to say enough that I could put this guy down a tier, just so that this version shines more. I think this is the perfect version. And also, I love Maglor, but I feel like the harder version is the perfect one, rather than the base version, because yeah, the base one is just a bit too easy. I'm going to make some changes. Drosha, I really like. I'm just gonna let these in here. I think Stargream suffers of the same issue. I think the harder difficulty is just generally more complete than the normal one is. Sectonia doesn't have that same issue. And yeah, there we go. So now we're going with just the bullshit just the bullshit version of these bosses. Um, I think there's like something here that I may be missing. Yes, so there's a couple of things that we have to see first before we get to the final definitive version. This game really just had like three phases of uh every boss battle, like three versions for every difficulty, which is really crazy to me. So this is like the corrupted mage sisters. This one is really hard as shit. I remember when I played this one, I had so much problem like beating it. I feel the main issue with this battle, rather than it being like unbalanced or anything, because I think it's like, yeah, it's crazy as shit, but like you can manage it really well if you know what you're doing. Of course, this game mode is made to be exceptionally hard, which manages really well too. It's just the game mode sucks. So like the base game mode where you fight these creatures of evil is not really a very good game mode. I think it's very lacking. It was also pretty boring. But the final boss is really exceptional. I just feel like it relies a bit too much on screen spam, which probably is just my own problem. I just see more value on bosses that don't rely too much on screen spam, but rather than bosses that require you to be more tactic with what you have. Like, let's say Stardream with the letter attacks, or Maglor with the figure attacks as well. Like, yes, they're hard to dodge. Yes, you have a really small window to perform the dodge, but it's just not like random bullshit go. But the song is fun. I wouldn't say it's the best song, but the song is fun. The mechanics are fun too. I love the dynamic that they have. This really just changes your whole perspective on the game mode in general, because the game mode really does suck. It's just that this battle is really worth it. I would say it's really fun, and it's really fitting for me to just straight up put just in the front tier. So here you go, the three mage sisters. And yeah. So that's for the three mage sisters. And once again, we're going to see Morpho Knight. This time being the harder version, of course. I really love this color palette. I really love this background. This battle really feels like the real deal of Morpho Knight. This actually makes him feel more menacing than he was in the base game. Is it cheesable? Yes, but there's more disadvantages to not paying attention to what you're doing. So like, you can't just stay in a corner and just spam the three mage sister attacks. You have to be a bit more cautious about what you're doing and what you're seeing, because some attacks are really lethal. Yeah, in general, I would say this is a huge improvement to the Morpho Knight battle. I just feel like, I don't know, it should kind of have been like this in the beginning. Of course, not as hard, but like, I don't know, there's just some attack dynamics and everything that just make the entire thing feel more complete than they actually are in the normal battle, which doesn't really look like a good thing to me. That just looks more like a lacking thing on the normal fight. This one is really fun too. And of course, we had to address the elephant in the room with yet another with the third time in a row. Wait, what is this? I'm not playing that song again. There you go. So you got the true final boss once again for the third time, being of course Boy Termina, but as a sicker, meaner, more powerful version. This one just starts and just beats the shit out of you. But you can easily see that. The attacks are more, of course, they're harder, but I mainly want to talk about the dynamic that they have. I feel like this version does accomplish using your abilities and controls to the maximum capacity. So, like the double jump, you can just survive without the normal fight. This one, you rely much more on your double jump. You want to get your charge attacks because you can really see where you're shooting at all times, so you can just spam the shoot button. What else is here? Massive improvement to me is that the oh yeah, this attack is like really harder, which of course it is, but like holy shit. A huge improvement that I see is that this phase, like the second phase, is actually made more challenging. I think it's really not challenging in any of the other versions. It's like really easy to manage. This one is just like a bit, just when I say a tiny bit, I really mean a tiny bit, like in the slightest bit. It's harder because this one is like, if you have a copy ability, you can just easily go by, especially hammer or any helpers in your way. This phase is just phenomenal in general. I think this is, of course, the second best phase of the true final boss. You get like a whole lot of dynamic things to go by. You don't just get to shoot Boy Termina and get free attacks because, like, of course, I thought that the other versions of this battle were really cool, but maybe some things were a bit too easy. Of course, this feels like a more complete version, just of course harder. But yeah, I think this one has to be like really good. I think it's pretty balanced. Okay, this is crazy as shit. I think this one may be a bit unfair. But of course the main thing in this battle is the Astral Void. This one is crazy, like crazy, bro. This has to be like the hardest Kirby boss ever. I think. In second, it would come to the Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe version of the Secret Maglor fight, but this one is just really fucking crazy. It's really hard, it's really unfair. But I guess that's just what it's trying to accomplish. It feels like it's really expanding a lot on the things that the battle is trying to get. It's right there. I would say that this is... Look, I personally don't think that it's like perfect because, like, once again, I would rather have a balanced hard boss than a random bullshit go boss. But I know that that's the point of this version of the boss. Like, you're not going to play this game mode if you're expecting a normal, easy Kirby experience. This one is made to be really hard. So, yeah. Let me see here. There's one last little thing that's missing. So, this is the Maglor Epilogue minigame that came out with the remake of Kirby's Return to Dreamland. The song bangs, but also the final boss is like... Is the first instance where we see Wispy Woods being a fucking menace? This one is crazy, dude. This one is really hard too. I wouldn't say, of course, it's as hard as Maglor or Astral Void, but it just feels really awesome. It's a really good final boss for the harder game mode that you get. Um, it takes advantage of Maglor's abilities that you learn throughout the minigame. Um, the sound design on this one is crazy too. The boss design in general is really sick. Like, you get this massive tree with the master crown with the wings and everything. It's just like something that doesn't feel Kirby in the slightest, and that's why I love it, because of course everyone's gotten used to the trope of giant eyeball final boss in Kirby games, and stuff like that. But this one is like feels like something straight from Dark Souls. It's crazy. It's really good. I really love it. I think it's really fun. I think it's perfect for the game mode that it's in. I think the difficulty and the abilities are really well taken advantage of here. The second phase is also really crazy. This works well as like, if there even wasn't a harder version of Maglor, I wouldn't even be mad if this was just the final boss of that game. And you know how much I glaze Maglor, but it's just like, it's really that crazy, and this comes right in second in a really good way. I really wish and I really hope that this boss can be acknowledged a bit more. I know it's fairly new, but like, I don't know, like the same way Marx is used in Kirby media, I would love to see the Master Crown in this shape and form be acknowledged in the same way, because this battle really felt legendary. It's really sick. It's really good. It's got so many good things to it. And then again, it's not a battle that can be easily cheesed. That's another thing that I love of Final Boss battles, that I know that I've talked about a lot. I wish that games didn't make their Final Boss battles cheesable. The point of a Final Boss battle is for it to be fun from start to end, and not to just be like sprinted by as if it was just like nothing. I feel like that defeats the purpose. This one is really good. It goes in perfect tier. It does everything that it does it perfectly, and it has no reason to do so. That's the craziest thing for me. It really has no reason to go that hard. I am going to put these guys back to back. These guys I enjoy, but not as much as I do Sectonia. This guy is here. This guy is here. Yeah, that's more balanced. Kirby Avalanche final boss. I'm pretty sure there is. It's like, I don't know if it's like really. Oh yeah, I love how mean Kirby is in this one. He's just like saying bullshit against the every enemy. Well, yeah, there's a final boss. I'm not. I was thinking on counting Kirby Avalanche, but like, I wouldn't say it's really a boss. It's like, it's just another stage. This is the final stage. There's just something about this Kindiri sprite that feels silly in a good way. I'm pretty sure that with the scanline things from old TVs, it would just look cool. I think you would be part of the Kirby Avalanche fan club. I think you would be the leader. Yeah. No, yeah, he's just a mean bean machine. Let me see. What else is left? I wish they could talk about this one better than I can, because I never played this game. I wished, but I don't have enough money. But it's really good. Vecto Elphalese team. I'm still going to like do the best I can with this one. So this is for Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This is the first free roam 3D, like true 3D Kirby game. Um, for what I've seen, this boss really goes crazy, dude. Like the mechanics of the game, the attacks. I'm pretty sure, and I really wish that it could be much more appreciative of how good this boss is, because I think it would be one of my top favorites if I had the chance to play Kirby and the Forgotten Land. But even without having the chance to play it, it's just like something that I can see and understand why it's so like generally loved and appreciated. The gameplay, of course, is vastly different from any other Kirby game, and I think that it translates really well into the new gameplay loop. The design is crazy. The music, I think it's really good for the background. That's probably not too much of a compliment. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like it's not as good or as memorable as other final boss themes there have been around the franchise. But yeah, that looks crazy as hell. The lore implications here are also crazy. I generally love this one. I think that the final phase is of course really fun and silly. I love that you have to run over this fucker with a truck in order to murder him. I think that's hilarious. I think Kirby should have his license revoked and he should stop drinking while driving. But despite that, I think that this looks like a really good boss. I can understand why people glaze it so much. I can understand that it looks and feels like a perfect final boss for what the game is all about. It's like there's so many ways you could have gone with the direction of the final boss of the real 3D Kirby game, but like this is perfect. Of all the choices they have made, this is perfect. This like really amps it up. Of course, there are harder difficulties. Since I have not played the game, I'm not going to rank them because I don't. I think like the harder difficulties and solo versions are mainly about the feel of a battle rather than the looks. Yeah, it looks really good. I think if anyone is allowed to drink and drive, it would be here. What about me? Hey, what about me? Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. And yeah, this one is going to the perfect tier because I know that it's like sick as hell, raw as hell. I'm going to put it here because I have not played it. Everything else I'm just going to put in here. Hey, we finished the video. I think there's like nothing else to rank. I know that there's Kirby Raiders, but like I wouldn't consider that to be a main Kirby game, despite how cool it may be. I really want to buy it. I really want to buy it. It's really cool. Really good music, good bosses. Are you Kirby? Is this you coming out? Yeah. Yeah, I am Kirby. I am Kirby. I don't know how like I don't know how you could have missed this information. If that was being very clear that was Kirby all this time. I've always been. And I'm going to drink and drive. Oh man, that was really fun. I never thought about the fact of doing a tier list in this channel. Oh, but I am. Oh, but I get curious.
I'm Kirby.
Yeah. I'm going to roll in my bed and I'm going to eat chocolate and I'm going to stretch my leg. Oh yeah, we're going to make more tier lists. This isn't the only tier list I'm going to make. I was thinking on making hats, both hats and abilities, which is silly, and also the games. But I'm also going to do some Mario, some Minecraft, just a bit of everything. I think it's tier lists are a fun type of content, and I like when they're made with passion rather than just oh yeah I like this thing and I'm gonna put it on a beach or there's some YouTubers that I've seen that you really do make some fun tier list videos, and I'd love to give that a shot myself because like dude the whole Magler segment is like probably the most passionate I've been whilst talking in a video because I'm a nerd and autistic. Oh yeah, and yeah. It's just been a long while. Well, not a long while. It's just been a while since I've made a alive. I've tried my best to ignore this. No, not the like uh. Let me see this thing. What the fuck is that supposed to be? Let me see if I can zoom that in. I do really love that. Yeah, this video. Yeah, it is. It is just like Kirby has autism and loves Kirby. Yes, I love the description. I'm going to put that in the description actually. What the fucking kind of awesome is this? This is an orange awesome. This orange awesome appears as an item beneath this video. It has Spanish subtitles and I can't understand. Oh. Oh. Oh, but that's some bullshit. That's just some bullshit, isn't it? That's some bullshit. No, yeah, this is a good character. No, yeah, this is a good character. Right. Okay. I'm gonna go lay down a bit. Darius a comer seguro me lo merezco, awesome. Yeah! Oh, wait. There's actually some text. I really don't have my glasses on. Aunque el marisco esté fresco, comer seguro me lo merezco. Let me. Do you want to use like C government, like Chilean government things? Let me see. Let me get this fucker out of my face. Uh, what is this? What is all this? Campaña de verano 2025-2026. Oh, I'm actually invested in this. I should put an arachnophobia uh thing because this is talking about spider. Uh, to any of my, just like this applies to anyone. Like if you live in a place where spiders may appear, I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this. I don't know what I'm doing this for. If you got a place where spiders live in, uh, you should make sure to have your bed at a safe distance from walls. Uh, don't hang clothing in the walls. keep your house clean, um, keep your keep your. I don't think there's any person watching this that has children. Is there? I know that I have an older audience, which is good to me actually. I'm really glad that I have an older audience. But don't allow your children to play near boxes or storage places out of cautiousness. Remember to check your clothes and shoes before putting them on, and check your bed and around before you go to bed. And whenever you go inside a place that's dirty or dark or has been remained closed for a long time, you should do it with precaution and illuminate it and cause noise for the spider to go away. Huh. Does that work? I should go find a spider and scream at it if it to see if it works. I think that's a good idea. I should be the test subject for this. Use gloves and uh proper footwear to move storage items that have been preserved for a long time, like boxes, clothing, or construction materials. Uh, the use of chemical products must be uh what? Oh yeah, the use of chemical products shall be used with caution due to arachnids being resistant to substances utilized usually in the elimination of indomiciliary arthropods. And yeah, don't forget about that. This has been a Pinaki PSA. What about a poo? Let me see. What? Wait. Fluffy wine blush. Wait. A lot of it. I mean, like this is pretty close. I don't know if this is what we're searching for though. I think that this is. I think that this. I think that this is good. This has like curls, like a good poo. It's like a good base for a poo. Oh yeah, he's a poo. Let me see. This is another poo. This is really good. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, but look at this. This is a poo. It's pretty much a poo. What else is a poo? This is a poo. I'm actually going to copy and paste this onto our DMs. I love that. That is a certified poo if I've ever seen one. And let's see. Wait, I have an idea. Let's see some fan made copy abilities. Why not? Cosmo Beam. Oh, that's really cute. They may be a bit too hard to portray in an actual game though. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm really sleepy. I should get ready for bed. Oh yeah, okay, will do. Alpaca fur stuffed bunny. There should be a green ability that just makes Kirby green. Oh, but you love your green. I don't see it. They're fluffy bunnies, but I want to poop. You know, like a poop. Like just a thing. Just some bullshit. Aww. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. I should finish this stream. Alright. The green ability that makes Kirby vegan. Oh. What would the blue do? What would the blue ability do? What would it do? Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Beanie, don't you code mods? Can you just do that? Uh, yeah. Yeah, I can make Kirby vegan. I don't think I can make Kirby not be able to, like, eat meat, but I can make it so it instantly kills him. Makes him a fish. What about red? What does red do? I'm curious about the red. Just some bullshit. Just some bull. Why are there two more viewers now? I wonder what the new viewers are thinking right now. You seem like a bunch of a pack of bird bunny. Pissed off ballistic Kirby. American. Does Radius make Kirby American? And starts attacking people without your input. Like, yeah, instead of like doing magic attacks, he's like beats the shit out of enemies because he's pissed off and American. Look at what you're streaming. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is good content. This is what people are subscribing for. This is what people love to see. Don't they? Yeah. All right. Goodbye, guys. I'm going to get a bit of rest. My autism drive is over for today. I hope that you have a nice day today or a nice night. I'm going to see you in another opportunity. I'm probably going to stream again next week to be a bit more consistent because I've left this channel rot for too long. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Good night, guys. Goodbye, fellas. I'm gonna see you.